What's up, everyone? It's your girl Gelbeauty 87 here, aka Grace, and we're on to day 3 of 7 days of the food palettes from BH Cosmetics. If you like this series, make sure you check out the first series I did. I did all my travel palettes. I only have 4 travel palettes, but I did all 4 about a couple of weeks ago, I want to say. So you can make sure you go over there after this video is over and check those out. But if you like videos like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I do a ton of eyeshadow content and makeup content in addition to fragrance content. So the last few makeup videos I did were with Tower 28. I currently have on their blush in, I believe, Downtown Daiquiri, in addition to doing a whole just video about the brand as a whole, since they so kind of gifted me a couple of boxes worth of PR recently. Make sure you check out their new shimmer sticks. They look absolutely stunning. I have my eye on the purple one. I also did a video on LYS. Y'all know I love a good black-owned brand, and they were so kind and sent over their new finishing powder for me to try out because I had been wanting to try it myself. So when they decided to send it over to me, I was extremely grateful. I still have to get the hang of the eyelashes they sent me, so stay tuned. I might do another video attempting to put them on. If you didn't see the first video, it's quite the laugh to see me trying to put on eyelashes for someone who never wears eyelashes. But if you like a good fragrance video, I do a ton of fragrance videos here on my channel. I've actually been doing more fragrance than makeup recently, but I'm trying to reel it back into the makeup. But I've done 2 videos on the Sol de Janeiro fragrances. So I did number 39 and I did Sundays in Rio. I've also done 2 on Nosy. They were so kind and sent me over some PR of their brand. So I did 2 perfume videos of the PR that they sent me. And then I did a video on the new body mist that they came out with. Y'all know I love me a Brown Girl Jane moment. So I had to do the new Brown Girl Jane body mist, since it's the first body mist they've ever come out with, in addition to their fragrance High Tea. They have another fragrance coming soon too, which I'm excited about. And Fleur has another fragrance coming soon, which is why I didn't put up the video with Mrs. Smith and Vanilla Nectar, because they have one called Cherry Stem coming soon, and I didn't want to like have to space them all out. So I'm gonna try to do a live of all of them together, and then I'll give you individual videos depending on which one you all see is high priority. Finally, if you like a good fashion video and you wonder where my fashion shorts went, head on over to my fashion channel. It's Fashion with Gelbeauty 87. I do a ton of fashion shorts every day, and I do 1 long form video a week, sometimes 2 long form videos a week, depending on how many ideas I had for the theme, which you all actually helped me pick. So make sure you head on over there, check it out. You can look in the community tab. Occasionally I have polls and you all can give me your opinion, and that might be the future video for the channel that upcoming Friday. So hope you all enjoy that and have been enjoying the fashion channel. Now let's get into this video. So I'm gonna go off camera, get my life in order. Y'all know the drill. I'm gonna swatch the blues on the back of my hand, and then we'll get into, you know, like the eye look, and I'll have a conversation with you about something of what I don't know yet. So I'll be right back. Okay, girl? Okay, y'all, so here's the look that I came up with for the Blueberry Muffin palette. So I guess I'll give y'all an update on my computer, because I thought I was gonna be able to film a new makeup releases toward the beginning of September, but now it seems like it's gonna be the end of September. So let me tell y'all what's happening. Oh, let me show you the colors we're using too. So we use this one, these 3 right here, this one, and I think this is the one I put in the inner corner, I'm pretty sure, and this is the outer V shade. Okay, but yeah, so okay, so I ended up forgetting about a 401k I had at one of my old jobs, and it's been like 3-4 years since I worked at this place, because they said 2021. Y'all know it's 2025, so it's been like 4 years since I worked there, right? So they contacted me, was like, hey, you know, like, you closed the 401k, but we were supposed to send the check over to you, we never did. So I'm like, okay, well, send it over now. So I was like, with that money, I was gonna go ahead and get my computer fixed and pay like off a couple of things or whatever, because I was like, you know, I'm not gonna put in my other 401k. I'm still making money on that 401k from like the job I have now, so I can use this as an emergency, and then I don't have to put this check in. Anyway, so they ended up what do you call it? They're supposed to be mailing this week, so I was like, okay, well, Friday, let me go drop off the computer, because they say it takes a week to fix it. So I was like, by the time they have it fixed, the check should have come in, and I can just go pick it up. But they'll hold it for 90 days if you go to the Apple store and, like, you know, have to drop off your computer. So they make you sign out of it, and then they let you and then they'll fix it, and then they'll give it back to you. So I bought my computer secondhand. If you all remember, I told you the story. I bought it secondhand from what do you call that place? From somebody on Mercari. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they didn't sign out of the Find My app when I bought it from them. And obviously I didn't know that, because, you know, once I got it and they let me sign into it, I assumed that it was just under me and no one else. So when I took it to the store, I had to sit there for 2 hours with them while they tried to figure out what was going on. Because they had taken me off the computer. Like, they made me log out of the computer from my phone. They made me log out of the computer from the computer itself. They made me log, you know, and then they made me log out from a different computer that they had. And they were trying to figure out, like, why I couldn't log out of it. So the guy finally found out that the guy I bought it from was still logged into the computer, even though he had sold it to me. So I reached out to him at the store when I was there, and I'm like, I know I'm not going to hear from him today, but I'm like, you know, I still want to, like, reach out and basically let him know, like, hey, you know, I need you to sign out of his computer. So he still hasn't responded to me or whatever, which, you know, it's not that big a deal. I'm not really too concerned about it, because my whole thing is, if you all remember, I don't know if I told you all this, but my son's computer had got broke. One of my cousins that came to visit our house, and they had, like, damaged his computer, whatever. I don't know if they dropped it or whatever. They didn't say anything. I found it because when he came back, he told me that his screen was messed up, and it wasn't messed up when he left. So this is what happened when you don't take care of your things, though. Like, he had left his on the floor. Mine, I ended up dropping, and that's what happened to it. But, you know, he didn't have his where it should have been, which was on his dresser with his other computer. Because, mind you, he had a, like, desktop that he liked to play his video games on, but he wanted, like, laptops to play his video games on for when he comes over here to visit the house. So I was like, okay, fine, you know, whatever. I had bought him his laptop. He ended up getting one that actually was for what he wanted it for, because when I bought was just a laptop, they had a deal where you could buy two, and it was only like $300, $400 or something. Now, it doesn't have a lot of the functions that I like to have, but, like, I had it for emergencies, like now when I don't have my Apple computer. So so his got broken, and I took it to this place. So I'm like, it looks like I'm gonna have to take mine to this place, which is fine with me, you know, because I feel like it might end up being cheaper, because he had the same issue with his computer, and it was only, I think, like, maybe cost me $200 or something like that. So it didn't cost me a whole lot to get fixed. So I'm assuming that mine will be about the same, because, you know, they just replacing the screen just like they did with his. So I'm like, I'm kind of glad, I hate to say, that that turned out the way it did, because I'm like, now I don't have to pay like the $600. I might only have to pay like $300 or $400 to get it fixed, which is still cheaper than $600. Now, the guy told me when I took it in Friday, because today is Saturday, that would have been a little bit cheaper. He thought it was going to be than what they had initially quoted me, but I'm like, a little bit cheaper when I can get it for like $200 less definitely sounds like a better deal to me. So I'm gonna take it over there probably this Friday, because my son's birthday is Monday, and I want to have to try to do it during the week, so I want to wait till the weekend comes and I can just chill. I know he's supposed to be going out with his girlfriend next weekend for his birthday, because this weekend she can't go. I don't know what's happening and what's going on with that, but he has, like, I asked him if he wanted to just go out with his friends instead, and he said no, he would just wait on her. So I was like, okay. I'm like, works for me, because I actually got paid last week, so I don't get paid this week of his, like, birthday. I get paid the week after that. So I'm like, works for me, because I'm like, the time you're gonna go out with her, I'm gonna get paid that time, so I don't have to worry about, you know, trying to save money or move around to make sure that you can take her on this date or whatever. Even though his grandfather gave him some money, but it's like, I want to make sure he has enough money, you know, because I don't know what he has planned that he wants to do for his birthday with her. And I'm used to having to pay for like a few people anyway. So what I normally do, I would pay for him and his friends via the, like, you know how they have the pay later. Like, sometimes when it comes to movies, I'll just pay to pay later. And then I'll go ahead and take him and his friends. Because I was taught as a kid, I don't know if you all were taught this, but, like, you know, like, if you invite, like, somebody's kid out, you don't expect, like, their parent to, like, pay for the ticket and all that other stuff. So I don't make his friends' mom send them money. I mean, they send them money anyway, because, you know, like, you should send money out with your kid. Anything could happen. I totally get that part. But they know they're not sending it because I'm expecting them to, like, pay for it or whatever. So I always pay for the movies. I pay for the snacks. I pay for whatever it is they're doing. And they take their money back home to their parents. But, yeah, so I'm like, I want to make sure there's enough money for that. That's another reason I'm kind of glad she, like, can't go. Not that I'm excited for him that she can't go on the time he wants her to go, but, you know, they've already been on, like, I think 3 dates now. Yeah, because they've been on, he went on his 3rd date with her yesterday, which was Friday. So I'm like, you know, cool or whatever. So what I did was I put this shade toward the back of the eye, this is toward the front of the eye, and then this is the one that's in the corner. I was initially gonna put this toward the back of the eye, but I was like, with this smokiness that I have from here, I didn't feel like I needed to do that, so I didn't. Okay, you also But yeah, so that's where the computer is lying. So hopefully I can have some done by the end of September and start them off that way as well. You can still comment down below, like, you know, why you don't need you want me to do. Sorry, Deanna, I can't clap. We're trying to put eyeshadow on now. But I definitely plan on doing the one for, what's that brand called? Nomad, since they came out with the Halloween palette that looks exactly like the ColourPop Hocus Pocus 3 palette, or like the what's the other palette, the Witching Hour from Unearthly Cosmetics. I'm definitely going to do one of those, so you all either get Witching Hour or you'll get the Hocus Pocus one. I'm thinking of Hocus Pocus one because I think it's still available and it'll be more affordable, and the one from Unearthly is not available anymore, unfortunately, so I'd rather give you something that you can still, you know, like go in store and pick up. So I most likely will like lean toward that one, and that's why, because it's still available for you to get. But I still want the Nomad one just because it looks really nice. I feel like it gives a bit of Witching Hour, and then like it's an extension of the Gothic palette from Cosmic Beauty, if you all remember that little purple palette they came out with. I feel like the purples in there give more of the vibes of those purples, and then the rest of the color story obviously matches that, but it still have palettes from them that would probably match that color story pretty well as well. Like the shout out to my girl Nina. Make sure you check out Nina's Instagram. She already has a mock-up set up of it. I'm sure this video is going up much later than, you know, like when I have already put up the video or whatever, but still, go check it out. She does a ton of really cool mock-ups. I've told you all before, you need to subscribe to Nina if you want to see mock-ups before I actually get to give you all the video of it. She will go on Instagram and have it set up, and sometimes I try to use them in my videos too, for you all to have like ideas and alternatives to palettes. Nina does a really good job of that, so definitely make sure you check out Nina's Instagram page for that. But yeah, so I will be doing one for sure. Y'all know how I am and how I get down. I'm definitely doing one. But I am proud of myself, y'all. I deleted a whole bunch of selfies out of my phone, because what normally happens is I'll take a whole bunch of selfies, I'll post all the stuff to Instagram, do all that, but then I won't go back and look through all of them, and then I'll just have a whole bunch of random pictures on my phone. So I'm proud of me, even if not just because I went through and like deleted some, and I'm happy. Oh wait, no, why am I pulling you back? We have not finished this outer V situation. I need the nice smoke to go in with it. Excuse me, she needs to be nice and smoky. Yeah, but oh, I forgot to tell y'all. So my garage, I came home, my garage door was just randomly open, and I was like concerned about it, because I'm like, what were you looking for? What did you think you were gonna find? Like, what did you think was gonna happen with, you know, my garage? Like, what were you looking for? And it looked like everything was okay and fine and wasn't bothered, but I was just confused as to why my door was open, because I'm like, did a storm hit and then like the lights were flickering or something and it came up or whatever? And secondly, why didn't my lawn man tell us about it? Because like, he had texted us and told us that he had cut the line, but he didn't say anything about the garage door being open. So I'm like, I'm wondering if it was like after he left that the garage door got open, and that's why he didn't say anything. Because I'm like, I'm hoping he didn't really think somebody just randomly left the garage door open and not like say anything about it. Because I'm just like, look, sir, you get your whole life in order. But what happened is my mom is getting her bathroom remodeled, so I've been at her house and not at my house. So when I get home and my garage door is open, it's like, what is happening? And I don't know if the person tried to pull it back down after they pulled it up, but like the wires were caught up in it, so I had to like go out there and fix it myself. But if you all remember, I worked at Home Depot for like 6 years doing like this type of work. So to me, it wasn't that big a deal. I know for some people, it's been frustrating and annoying. I just called my dad to verify like it was the part that I thought was wrong with it. That was wrong with it before I like went to go fix it or whatever. But I fixed it. It turned out fine. And all that stuff. Anyway, now we're actually done. So comment down below and let me know which look you have liked so far. Did you like the mimosa one? Did you like the avocado toast? Or are you feeling this one? And now we're about to get into these ice cream palettes, which I'm super excited about. Those are the ones I'm most excited about. But comment down below and let me know out of the first set of food palettes which ones you like best. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Remember, you all are diamonds. Make sure you subscribe. My membership is down below if you want to see more exclusive eyeshadow content from me. And make sure you go check out the first section of the BH Cosmetics videos that we did, because remember, I did the travel ones like you all requested. Anyway, be blessed, girl. Bye.